Good morning, everybody. My name's Elton Hall. I'm the Inspector of the Organized Crime Division, Winnipeg Police Service. Thank you for coming out. This is much easier than taking phone calls and emails all day. This will be fairly quick. I just wanted to address the police activity here in Winnipeg this morning. Members of our Winnipeg Police Organized Crime Unit were involved in an operation this morning here in Winnipeg at approximately 5:30 a.m. As well, our operation included the Vancouver Police in British Columbia, Hamilton Police Service, Toronto Police Service, Halton Police Service, the OPP and Peel Regional in Ontario as well. Several high-risk search warrants were executed here in Winnipeg and in Ontario this morning for individuals involved in organized crime. A second wave of search warrants were executed here in Winnipeg around 7 a.m., which resulted in a lot of people from the general public calling in. That involved our emergency response vehicle, or our vehicle. And then a third wave of search warrants were just executed here in Winnipeg a short time ago. All of the high-risk search warrants in Winnipeg and across Ontario and Vancouver are completed. There will be more police activity in the city today involving organized crime unit, although these will be soft targets and low priority targets moving forward. I just wanted to brief everybody very quickly on that. There were all kinds of people calling in from the community. I want to thank people in Winnipeg for listening to police on scene. We did block off a lot of streets across the city this morning, preventing people from getting to work on time. So I just wanted to come out and say thank you very much for the cooperation from everybody. This investigation is ongoing. We will be busy in the city. There will be movement with our unit in the city today, and we are still investigating. So I won't be able to take a lot of questions, but I will try and take a couple if people have questions moving forward.
You say several search warrants. We're talking, a dozen, more than that?
More than a dozen, yeah.
Did you say what the crimes were for?
It's involving organized crime.
Is that trafficking or?
It's going to involve drugs, guns, people, possibly human or sex trafficking.
Do you have arrests at this point?
We have several arrests, over a dozen.
Charges presumably not laid yet? Or?
Not laid yet.
What area of the city?
All over the city. The high-risk incidents involved some apartment buildings, so we had people calling in. And then in St. James and in Sage Creek were the high-risk warrants.
Can you just explain what you mean by high risk?
It involves our tactical support unit and our emergency response vehicle, or our vehicle. They're high risk because they may involve firearms.
Was there any resistance?
First start?
I'll say in the springtime of 2023.
And were police tipped off?
I can't comment on that right now.
Is this an investigation led by Winnipeg Police or by one of the
It's
other
led by
agencies?
Winnipeg Police.
Was there any resistance?
No resistance.
So could you get any more specific about where some of these warrants were executed? You said St. James.
The high-risk warrants were in St. James and in Sage Creek this morning, and then we had some in apartment blocks, one in the downtown area, and I believe the other one was in the St. James area as well.
And so charges not laid yet, but what kind of charges are you anticipating?
They'll all be organized crime related, so gangs, guns, drugs related, possibly sex and human trafficking. We'll see how the investigation proceeds.
Is it believed that it was headquartered here?
We led the investigation. It started here, yes.
But what about the organized crime? Is it?
It involves Ontario, Manitoba, and Vancouver. It's interprovincial. We don't look to go outside of the province we're investigating, but obviously these drug networks, organized crime figures operate everywhere and they're all linked, so that's why it was interprovincial.
And so, do you know the status of the linked cases in Ontario and Vancouver?
The status? All the warrants are completed right now. All of our targets are under arrest right now.
Okay, and then do you know outside of Winnipeg how many were arrested?
I prefer not to say at this moment.
But there were a number of people arrested outside.
Yes, yeah.
Take a couple more questions.
Are there any links to organizations that we would know of?
I can't comment on that at this time.
I know you mentioned the areas of the city, but are you able to even be a little bit more specific in terms of at least the roads that?
Not right now. We will have our standard press conference at a later date, and I'll provide all that information. We wanted to do this right now. It's just easier getting everyone together and doing it. Number two, we had a lot of people in the community in Winnipeg calling and asking what was going on. There's a lot of people who were Well, we weren't quiet about it this morning, let's put it that way, so people were concerned and calling police. Okay, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you.